Oh, hello, this is Tak Chong from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I cook 7 days a week, and usually cooking is the most enjoyable part of my day. And the main reason is my fast cooking system, which include flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. With the fast cooking system, any time when I walk in the kitchen, I feel cooking is intuitive and spontaneous to me. I do not use any recipes because I use template-based cooking. To me, anytime when I'm in the kitchen, I feel a sense of creativity and also a sense of possibilities. Of course, it is not completely true, but I always feel that I can cook anything I want and at any time I would like. And this is the reason that I create this series of videos that I call it Anytime Stir Frying. Because I would like you to have this sense of freedom and flexibility each time when you walk into the kitchen and you know that you can cook anything anytime you want. This possibility is liberating because there are not too many things we could do in our life like this. And cooking will give you that possibility. It will give you a sense of that you are in control of everything that you want to do in the kitchen. Besides, you have to eat every day anyway, so why not make cooking as part of your daily activity, both an investment of your health, as well as give you a lot of pleasure in the process. And the goal of my YouTube channel is to help you to develop first the skill and then the mindset as well as the habit to cook every day. And I truly believe my fast cooking system is one of the ways to arrive in this position. And for this purpose, I have posted a video every day since April 11, 2020. This video is the 668th video since that day. I realized that in the beginning, my video is not very good. They are not on target of what I try to explain and try to help people to achieve. I continue to improve my video to make them more relevant and more applicable to the everyday cooking situation for Americans. So that cooking could be fun and pleasurable rather than looking at it as a chore. To help you achieve these goals, in this video, I'm going to take some very basic template and break them down as much as possible so that you can see as well as understand the significance of each individual cooking steps. By having this knowledge, you'll be able to cook with greater confidence as well as make modifications and adjustments to fit your situation. In this video, I'm going to show you how to cook an onion mushroom dish, which is a very simple dish, but it has many important lessons to be learned about stir frying. And once you understand the individual steps that are involved in creating this dish, you can see many modifications and adjustments that allow you to create alternative or different versions of this same dish. This will greatly enhance your repertoire. And this is time when it comes, you're going to have the confidence that you feel like you will be able to cook anything and at any time you want. I cooked this dish for a fajita meal that I was preparing for some of my friends. I have cooked some chicken and shrimp. Actually, I stir-fried them to use to fill the soft shell taco. Together, I would like to have some onion and mushroom, which I consider be great to use as a filler with the chicken and shrimp for the soft shell taco. So okay, let's go into the kitchen and allow me to show you how to cook this dish. I'm going to cook this dish in my 14-inch Cucina stainless steel wok. This is a real-world situation how I cook this dish. I did not cook this dish for the purpose in doing this video. And let me explain why the wok looked like this. Because I cooked the chicken and the shrimp before I'm going to cook this onion and mushroom. I did not clean the wok because my intention is for the mushroom and the onion to pick up some of the flavor from the chicken and the shrimp. Quite often in a meal, if I cook multiple dishes, I always cook the dish that has the least flavor first. In this case, it is no need for me to wash the wok. Again, this is one of those little tricks for me to save time. And for most of my meals, I cook several dishes, and this definitely is a time-saving strategy. I'm going to start out about 2 cups of thinly sliced red onion. Slicing the onion thinly will facilitate their cooking. I decide to slice the onion rather than dicing them because I want to have a stronger onion flavor. And here almost immediately I add 3 cups of portobello mushroom. They are thinly sliced, so they could be cooked very rapidly. I could have cooked the onion a bit longer before I add the mushroom, but I want the onion to have a relatively crisp taste, so I do not want to overcook the onion. A mushroom takes very little time to cook, so together there's a lot has to do with how I want to control the texture of the mushroom and the onion. So again right here, let me stop the video for a little bit so I can explain the rationale of these choices. By deciding when you want to introduce a particular food ingredients, it will allow you to control the overall texture of the dish. And because stir frying happens so quickly, a few seconds could make a difference of how the ingredients will be presented. And I find that each situation presents a slightly different type of decisions. And therefore, each time before I cook, I always have an idea what the outcome of the dish I want it to be. And consequently, I have a plan in my mind of how I introduce individual ingredients in the cooking order of the dish. And you might ask the question, why such precision is important? When I first started to improve my stir frying, I was less precise. And then I discovered that stir frying provides you an excellent opportunity to control the texture of the ingredients. And then I realized that texture means a great deal to the final outcome of the dish. For example, a mushroom that is neither overcooked nor undercooked could make a huge difference in the culinary experience of the dish. And it is true for many other food ingredients, including shrimp, chicken, broccoli, or cauliflower. And stir frying gave me this opportunity. And now I paid a lot of attention to how to create the best texture of each individual food ingredients in the dish. By now, both the onion and the mushroom have pretty much achieved the texture that I am looking for. I want the onion have a slightly crisp texture to it, and I want the mushroom to be slightly firm. So when I put them into the soft taco with the meat, I can taste the onion and the mushroom distinctively. Now here is where modifications could take place. I decided that I'm going to add some garbanzo bean. Here I use half can of garbanzo bean. And the primary reason for selecting garbanzo beans because my guest loves garbanzo bean. Also, I prefer the firmness of garbanzo bean over other types of beans. The final step is to season the dish, and I pull out my masala dabba. I'm going to season the dish with 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning, half teaspoon of lemon pepper, quarter teaspoon of cumin, quarter teaspoon of onion powder, and quarter teaspoon of paprika. And of course, you can season the dish in any way that you want. In future video, I will discuss more about the rationale why I choose this particular seasoning strategy. By this point, the dish is done, and I turn off the heat. And I want to make sure that the dish is cooked exactly to the type of texture that I would like. The last but not the least, I add some chopped scallions to the wok. And you probably would have guessed why I add the scallion way at the end. Because I want the scallion to be only lightly cooked, so it could maintain its texture, which adds to the culinary experience of this dish. As you can see here, this dish is very fast to cook, In fact, the total cook time is a bit less than 5 minutes. And everything happens really quickly. So every time when I do stir frying, I always have a plan of how I want to control my heat, when should I add a particular ingredients, and how long should I cook each of the food ingredients. But after you've done it a few times, all this comes naturally. And that's when the time comes, you start to look for alternatives. You look for other possibilities in how to cook that dish. And that's where creativity starts to flow in stir frying. And if you enjoy and find it helpful in this video approach, which I call it anytime stir frying approach, please leave me a comment. I post a video each day to help you to adopt my fast cooking system for everyday cooking, which is an investment not just only for the wellness, but also allow you to cook exactly the type of food that you love and enjoy. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.